Is everybody here?
Just a few more seconds.
We're missing Henry?
Here.
Okay. Is everybody here?
I'm here. Dawn, this is Dawn. Renee doesn't have her sound on,
But I see her, and Grizel's here too.
and Griselle, and they don't have their sound on, but otherwise I see their. I want to
I'm
see.
here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
We're good to go on our end when you're ready.
Great. So let's call the meeting to order at 6:31. And let's begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready? Salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
Yeah.
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can we get it so I can see everybody?
You want to try and turn on your cameras?
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Where
Happy
is it?
faces.
Where is it, Christine? I can't find it.
Bottom left.
Bottom left. Start video.
Yes.
Well, it didn't work.
Dawn, you have to click on the, it's like an anti-sign. Click on it.
It's like a what kind of a sign?
Like a no, what is that sign? Anti? I don't know what that is. Heck,
It'll be a slash across your camera.
Flash,
bottom
thank
left.
you.
Says select a camera. Yeah, no.
Bottom left, so like, well, I think
It should say start video.
it should say start
Yeah.
video. Just instead of clicking on the arrow, don't click on the arrow, just click on the
On the actual
slasher.
camera.
I'm clicking on the slash. Nothing is happening. It says you can't start your video because the host has stopped it.
Host, what are you doing?
Let me in. Let me in.
The host stopped it. Nobody else would have video either.
I know. That's what it's saying to me, though. Oh well, I guess we'll just do it without me being there.
Well, I know you're here.
In earlier. Couldn't tell you.
Okay, well, Don, we know you're here. So roll call?
Chair Graziano,
Present.
Vice Chair Koistensen,
Almost there.
Commissioner Anderson, Commissioner Rios,
Here.
Is that all of us?
yes, but we have a quorum.
We do.
Yes,
Okay, good. Okay, approval of minutes. Oh, that's me. Can I have a, sorry. Can I have a motion to approve the January 26th, 2021 minutes?
Chair Graziano, can we go back and do the verification of agenda posting?
Oh, Guy, I did that last time too. I apologize. Yes, absolutely.
The agenda was posted Friday, February 19th, 2021 at the Hollister Community Center and City Hall per Government Code Section 54954.2.
Perfect. Thank you, Tina. Okay, now let's go for the approval of the minutes for January 26, 2021. Can I have a motion to approve?
I motion to approve the minutes.
Second? I'll second. Can I second? I'm always confused on this part. Okay,
Just as a
Okay.
reference, you can also make the motion too if you need to.
oh, okay, see, I get, wow, okay, perfect. So minutes are approved, motion approved. How about public comment? Do we have any public out there?
No Robin tonight?
We do have
I don't-
Robin.
I don't see her.
Well, I haven't allowed her yet. Go ahead.
Can we hold off on public comment? We need to do a roll call vote on approval of the minutes.
Okay,
Yeah, Chair, just for clarification, it was recommended that if you do a teleconference meeting, that it should be a roll call vote too, so the public can hear exactly who voted what.
okay. So what am I calling it? Am I calling it?
Chair Graziano, I'm going to go ahead and announce the names for the commissioners to approve the minutes.
Okay,
Chair Graziano? You approve the
Yes.
minutes? Mhm.
yes.
Vice Chair Quaistinson?
Yes.
Commissioner Anderson is absent. Commissioner Rios?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So now we'll go on to public comment.
Hello?
Hey, Robin.
Hi, Robin.
Hi.
Hi, Robin.
I don't really have anything for public comment other than to look for my raised hand when you come to an item. I would appreciate that. And also on the agenda, it doesn't have anything about the new Park Hill restroom. So I'm wondering how that or what's going on with that as well. And that's all I have at this moment.
I don't think I can see if somebody raises their hand.
We'll let you know.
Okay, thank you.
No other comments at this time.
Okay, thank you. Let's go. Let's just start right on in and let's start with some old business. And the first item is the update on the river trail.
Okay, good evening. I'm Renee Perales and my notes just disappeared. Hold on one second. So the River Park Trail started in August of 2020 with an expected completion date of December 2020. However, some of the work and the materials were delayed due to COVID-19. At this time, the decomposed granite trail is in, the benches are in, the split rail fence is complete. I believe the contractor is still working on the black security fencing. We did have some concern that had come up from one of the engineers regarding the landscaping and the levees. So the amount of the trees along the trail has been reduced, and they cannot be planted. They have to be put in water in pots. So we had to reduce the amount of trees to 10 trees at this time. Hopefully we can increase that if we have money left over in the project. The parking lot is scheduled to be paved this week. The informational and informative signs still need to go in. We anticipate, at this point, we anticipate completion in late March, but the trail is currently being used, and we're excited for it to be finished, and that's about it.
Thank you. Move on to the.
I'm sorry,
go
can I
ahead.
say one more thing? I don't know if I can respond to Robin and the Park Hill restroom or not, or if you want to wait until the end.
Henry will comment on that in his parks review.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go. Thank you, Tina. Okay, so let's move on to the Clower Park, the update on the ADA improvements.
I'm sorry.
There we go.
Good evening. My name is Henry Gonzalez, interim Public Works Director. So, old business update, Clower Park. We have not started the ADA improvements there due to the fact that we're trying to complete our dog park near the airport. I believe we can get started on those improvements late April, and I'd have better news for you at that point.
Okay, great. Do we want to move on into Dunn Park and the improvements on the pickleball courts?
Yeah, it's the same status. We have so many staff members trying to finish up the dog park. We're not able to go out to Dunn Park at this point to start assessing it. That would be the first thing that we're going to be doing to figure out where we're going to place those pickleball courts.
Okay. And let's move on into the Brigantino Park.
Brigantino Park, we gave a report to our city council last Tuesday. And with that report, our council requested that we go back and develop a concept plan that includes connectivity to the park, a safe connectivity, I should say. And the focus is to make the park a more sports-oriented, revenue-based. So today I met with our architects, Kimley and Horn, and our plan is to bring something back to our Parks and Recreation Commissioners at our March 30th meeting.
Tina, is this the time for me to ask a little bit more about that subject? Because originally, I believe we had a little team that met with the engineers and gave input. Are they just improving on the design? Or should I ask that in a minute?
Nope. You can, the question is appropriate. Could you ask again? I was
Okay.
interrupted.
Okay, that's okay. So originally, I think there was 3 of us, and that we met with Kimley Horn and we kind of talked about our vision and how we saw our vision for the park, and they kind of put it together. Will they be redoing that, or are you just going to input and I guess I'm saying, is the city council asking for a whole new redo, or is it just like kind of tweaking part of it?
I can answer this one for Tina. So it was presented to the council. It's a beautiful design. The problem is it's got a $35 million price tag.
Yes.
As of right now, the city does not have the funds or any grants at the near future that we know of to fund that. So I think they're kind of looking at what can we do to use the park right away and just kind of keep that on the back burner in case we ever do get that kind of funding.
Okay. All right then. How about Prop 68? Is there any update on any grants?
Yes, I continue and I apply for the Prop 68 that's due March 12th. So I'm finishing up on the 2 grants, and those grants included the Leatherback property to make that into a park / community center, and then the concept plan for the fire station 2. We did tweak it a little bit and added a dog park over there, but the idea that was presented to Parks and Recreation Commission, I think maybe a year ago or 2 years ago now, is the same. And once we present that, or once I submit that grant, we'll show you, well, I will provide our commission with the concept plans and ideas for those parks.
Super. Okay. And now let's go to item 6, the naming of public park / facility.
That one's mine again. On Tuesday, I presented to council 3 parks, renaming of 2 parks and a naming of 1 park. And it was, what word am I trying to use? Redact. It was postponed. The council is asking that we publicly put a public notification in the newspaper. So I'll be sending some information out to our council members. We'll be putting, I mean, not our council, our commissioners, and then we'll be posting it in the newspaper. And the applicants that submitted, or the recipients that submit an application will not have to reapply. We will bring it back to our commission, and you guys will vote on naming of those 3 parks and then any additional parks. That's all I have.
Christine, we seem to have lost your audio.
I was really trying to not use this, but here we go. Okay. So nobody needs to resubmit. We're just going to use the already approved parks from the commission, and then we're going to give a 30 days notice to the public, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if this is the appropriate time, but Robin keeps raising her hand and then taking it down and raising her hand and taking it down. So I don't know if she's got a comment or not at this time. Robin, do you have a comment?
Hello? Can you
So
hear me?
sorry.
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. So we flew by the Apricot Trail or the River Parkway Trail. Reach, the Parks Foundation would like to make a big showing for that when that grand opening happens, to let the public know that it's happening, and I don't know, have snacks or get Benito Link out there to show the public that this is the first section that the city's actually funded for the River Parkway Trail, and make a big, make it an event of some sort. And so we'd like to work with staff and the commission, if you're interested in getting the public's awareness of this new trail. The more people we have on it, the safer it will be. My second one is Brigantino Park. We flew by that too, and I was flashing my hand, trying to get someone's attention because you were moving so fast. It's really important, and especially for you commissioners, to make the very first thing that happens at Brigantino Park is safe access for kids. If you put the city council's talking about putting soccer fields, or, making it some sort of use, but they're not really talking about how kids are going to get there. And you can't have kids riding. If you build something out there without having safe access, it's really going to be on the city's had the first kid that gets hurt riding across that bridge. I know Mike Chambliss at one point spoke about some pipe that was going to have to be connected across the river, and that perhaps a trail could be added to that. Maybe somebody's working on that, but I think before you do any improvement at Brigantino Park is mandatory that you have a safe access for kids. And now we were on, the park naming. The park naming, it was really, I spoke to the council about the park naming and asked why they weren't taking the recommendations from their commissioners. That is their purpose. It's important that you guys have some say in what's happening. I mean, you are supposed to be representing your council people, but now they're taking over. So I don't know. That's my 2 cents on all the previous comments, and I'll keep up with the next one. Thank you.
Robin, if you can do us a favor, when you raise your hand, keep it raised, please. That way
Yeah, it was raised.
it doesn't look like you're going in and out. We're not sure
Oh,
raising it and not raising it, or if you had a question or not.
every time I look, it says it's raised. So, and then you go by. So then I lowered it and raised it again, but I will,
We'll keep
even right now, it says it's raised, but I'll keep an eye out and please know I'm here and I have something to say.
Thanks, Robin.
Uh-huh.
So I have a question.
Christine, we lost your audio again.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. For whatever reason, maybe it's this thing. Sorry, everyone. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. And I believe
I
Don,
can hear you.
There you are. There you are. I can hear you too. Okay, perfect.
Don had a comment.
Okay, Don?
I just had a question, Robin, it prompted it when Robin made her comment. Why did the city council make the determination to put the information, put it out in the paper as opposed to taking our recommendations?
Yeah, and looking at the rules, it said public notice. So usually when we see the word public notice, that means that it was advertised in a published newspaper. And seeing how that was not done, that was felt that would probably be best practice to make sure that those procedures were followed. So then that was when council requested that it just be postponed to a later date to make sure that we follow all those recommendations.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just so everyone's clear, we did post it on social media prior, but it is the recommendation apparently that we posted in a paper. So we will do so, and that's okay. Okay, ready to move on to some new business? And item 1 is list of parks.
The list of parks was emailed. It was probably emailed, or maybe closer to 5. I apologize for the late email. If you have access to your email, it is in there, and Henry will go over that information.
So currently we have 4 parks that are ADA compliant. The next one's coming up will be the Frank Clower Park. Dunn Park, of course, is the oldest park that we have. So that's going to be a little bit more intense research to get that park up to current standards.
Are there any questions from our commission?
No. Does everybody have this? Do they see which parks are ADA compliant? It's good information.
I did not see the email.
Oh,
I can look at it later.
okay. All right.
Yeah, I have a question. This is Griselle. How are they prioritized? Is it by just ease of, the feasibility of these parks being turned to ADA compliance? I mean, there's quite a few already, but I'm just curious.
Henry?
Yeah. Yeah, we have no process at this time. That's going to be the next, one of the first things that we do. We will need to prioritize these parks, and that's why I mentioned Dunn Park is the oldest. So I would imagine we would start with that and then work our way down age-wise on each park.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Do we
Chris,
have any? Yes,
Chair Graziano, do you mind asking for any public comment?
I do not mind. Do we have any public comment?
Yes, I'll make a comment. Is this list available online somewhere so the public can find it? I know Reach made a map of all our city parks that were available about 4 years ago, and I know we've added quite a few new ones. And I would like to know the name of the 4 parks besides Park Hill. I know Park Hill is ADA. What are the other 3?
We've got McCarthy Park, we've got Park Hill, we've got Santa Ana Park, and I'm going to slaughter this. Solario. Yeah, okay.
Where's Solario?
That's
Go
South
ahead, Henry.
and San Juan Road.
Oh. I'm not familiar with that one.
Yeah, me neither.
Be honest with you, most people don't know where that's at, but it's literally between San Felipe Halster Road and South Street. It's tucked away a little bit.
San Felipe Road and
San Juan Road, I'm sorry, Halster San Juan Road
Hollister San Juan Road
and South Street.
and South Street. All right, I'll go check it out.
There we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Robin, and then to answer your question about posting it to the public, we'll work with our IT director, Paul, to post this on the website, and I can forward you this email that I received from the park supervisor.
Oh, that'd be great, because we're in the process of, in fact, until the printing place burnt down, we were going to have a new parks card built, made, and then mailed out to the public, but we were kind of waiting for the River Parkway section to get finished so that when we mailed it out, that trail was on there. So quite a few things besides COVID have slowed all this down, but we have not given up on letting the public know of the parks that we have available. Thank you.
I liked that flyer, so good deal. Okay, so now we're going to move on to commissioner comments. And Henry, you mentioned the dog park. Can you talk a little bit more about it? Is it almost complete? How?
We're going to be complete with all the foundation dirt work around 2 to 2.5 weeks, and we're going to get hydro seeded. I'm not sure how long it'll take for the seed to grab hold of that soil, but that'll be the last kind of icing on the cake for us. Everything else at the dog park is complete.
Awesome. Does anybody have any comments?
Not at this time.
Okay. Then let's move on to reports and go to the recreation program review.
Recreation program, or maybe it was 2 Saturdays ago, we put on our Cupid Express event, a fun event. We had our council member Perez dressed in Cupid. I think there's a few posts on our Facebook with him with his wings and his tutu and his cute little diaper that he's trying to auction off for everyone if anyone is interested. But we'd also like to say thank you to Vice Chair Koisensen, who came out and helped us with the event and made some great recommendation to recognize our firefighters and our police department by just providing them with balloon bouquets. So thank you for supporting us. And then Chair Graziano for your support too. We appreciate the thoughtfulness in your sponsorship. Other things that Recreation is working on, we continue to work on our after-school rec program. Our new program coming up is a scavenger hunt or a treasure hunt at Dunn Park. We'll have the kids or whoever, it's open to adults and children, come out. We have things set up where they can figure out where the leprechaun placed his pot of gold, and the whole perimeter where they walk is a 1K, so it's a little over a half a mile that they'll be walking around the park. So that's one thing. And then at the end of the month, we will be doing pictures with the Easter Bunny, and we're going to do some sort of art in the park, and this is all held at Dunn Park. So I'll provide you guys with the flyers and the dates if you guys might be interested in helping us out or just kind of supporting the event. And that's all I have to report.
Awesome. Thank you.
Sounds fun.
How about Parks Division review? That was part of it, wasn't it? Tina, did you include the whole thing?
Under Parks Review, Renee, if you can, could you talk about the restrooms at Dunn Park?
Oh.
Park Hill, sorry.
Can't hear you, Renee.
Renee, you're on mute.
There you
There
are.
you go.
Okay. The restroom at Park Hill has been demolished, and the new restroom should be delivered, let's see, the end of April. I want to say it's the week of April 22nd. So in the meantime, I think Henry is working to get quotes for a foundation for the new restroom, but so that'll happen first, and then they should be delivered along with the Valley View building. They should be delivered that same week.
Very cool. Is that all we have for our Parks Division review?
Yes, that concludes the reports for Recreation and Parks.
Wow. Okay. So now, shoot. Next regular meeting is Tuesday, March 30th, 2021. Is everybody okay with that?
Seems good at this point.
Okay. All right. And then I'm going to ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting at 7:05, I guess it is. Or I guess I can motion to adjourn the meeting. So I'm going to motion to adjourn at 7:05. Can I get a second?
I second.
Motion passed at 7:05, 2/23/2021. Okay.
Good night.
Done.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.